What's up? Okay, so I am cutting a wood burning cutting board and it's a cow. I'm drawing the backside right now. If you'll notice, the cow on the front is kind of crooked, but maybe he's just thinking about something. I don't know. So he's a little crooked. That's okay. It's gonna hang like this, so it's gonna literally be, there's a way to fix it. We might do that later. We might go over that. Okay, so I've been shading this in. I just turned my wood burner up from 15 to 30 because watts, because I'm so impatient, and I was like kind of pressing really hard with my wood burning tip. If you ever are pressing hard, just turn the heat up, test it out, see if it works, because as soon as you start pressing that hard, you're gonna basically ruin your wood burner really quick. So what I'm doing is I'm shading in my edges. And again, if you've never seen a cow in real life, I would recommend checking them out. They're kind of hilarious. If you go to cow shows, that's the funniest thing. So there's these little kids that are like, I mean tiny, like they're like 5 years old, and they're showing their cows, right? Their cows are gonna get slaughtered anyway, but they're so cute. So these little kids are yanking on their cows, trying to get them to walk. Cows don't move, like, at all. Like, you try to get a cow to move, let me know how it goes, because they do not want to move. And cow tipping, I mean, being in the Midwest, of course, we tried it. It's actually really hard to tip a cow, though. I mean, that whole thing about them sleeping, I mean, they probably do sleep standing up, but I don't know when they sleep, because I've never seen them sleeping. And the few times we tried to cow tip, it just did not go very well. Okay, so I really don't know where to go from here, but I'm just gonna keep doing kind of what I'm doing. You know, this is the hardest thing about making videos, is putting it in a way that you guys can see it, but I can also see it. I mean, I know I can do the whole videotape from the top, but I don't like that. I just feel like it's not personal. I'll still do it, like you'll see videos like that, but that was like when I first started. I kind of like this style of recording better. Let me know what you think, if you like one way or the other. Tell me about it. Tell me about anything you want to tell me about. I'm like so into learning about people. I'm literally all about human connection and, you know, what people are capable of in terms of kindness. Now, I get a lot of hate on some of my sites, like on some of my apps that I do, like I sing karaoke. If you've watched my videos, I'm singing a lot in them. People love to hate, and if people are hating on you, just remember, there's something going on in their life that's much worse than what's going on in your life. That's why they need to push that onto you, is because they are so upset, or, you know, they feel like they have nothing and you have something that they don't in some way. That's usually why I get people commenting on my stuff with negative vibes, or like, I don't know how to describe it, but whenever people are negative, it's almost always because there's something going on with their own lives that they can't control, and they can control their hatred for you. So they do. They put it out there. They want to make themselves feel better, and that's okay. What I always try to say is, don't let it get to you, and don't retaliate, because chances are they've got like so much worse stuff going on in their lives. Okay, so I'm down to one of my lines here. I turned my wood burner back down. I wish there was a middle setting on this thing, because it's like the higher setting is way too hot. The lower setting is not hot enough by a lot. But I'm gonna keep trying it. I just turned it down. Maybe I'll continuously turn it up and down and see if that works. Also, one thing that I like to recommend, if you haven't wood burned before, I'm just tightening this again. Don't do this unless you know how to do it, because it can break your wood burner. I love this wood burner, so try not to break it. Take something that's wood, if you wood burn, or you're trying to wood burn. Before you start, if you only have one cutting board, the biggest thing is people don't want to ruin it, so they never start. Just take one of these and do a 10 to 0 scale of shading. So I do one with stippling, which is just dots like this. And then I do one with lines, which are actual lines. And then I do one that's just shaded, so just continuous shaded areas. So this, make your one box, the first one, the number one box, make it as dark as you could possibly make it without ruining your wood burner. And then go down a little ways. I always draw a scale. I draw like a little boxed outline. Should be 10 boxes, right? So the bottom box should be as dark as you can get. The top box should be as light as you can get. And then work your way through and see how your shade scale looks. If it looks good, go for it. You're good at it. If your shade scale is like on point, go for it. So that's the only thing that gets messed up with these. Okay, so far I'm to here. Let's see. I've got allergies going really bad right now. Okay, so I'm going to start my next video. I like to keep my video excerpts short because most art craft demo stuff is like fast forwarded. Mine is not. So I like to talk. I can't help it. I like to talk a lot. So I will be right back. Bye.